Hello YouTube. I have a very special video today and I want to dedicate this to a dear friend that I sadly just found out earlier this morning had passed away on Thanksgiving here just last year, and I didn't realize it because we've had so many loved ones that we've lost. We had a granddaughter that passed away. I had a very good one of my best friends from elementary middle school days pass away on his 50th birthday. Um, my wife's mom, my mother-in-law, um, Shirley Graham, she passed away just last month on the 26th. Um, then we lost Chewy, our yellow lab that we had. Tammy and I got him. He was our first puppy that we had, and we had him for 10 years. He was like one of our, he was the child that we never had. I had, 4 children of my own, and she had 2 children. So together, I have 5 and she had 2. So we had, 7 children altogether. And then we had Chewy. And then we have all the other little fur babies we have. But it's just, you'll have to excuse me if sometimes I might get a little, emotional about stuff like that because, there was so much going on. I didn't even realize it because I hadn't been looking around and keeping up with lots of my friends long distance. Mel was originally from California. He lived, I believe it was Mount Carmel, and then he'd been living in Minnesota. And I was hoping someday to see him because I had talked to him a few times on the phone over the years, and he helped me get my Marabella Arts page. Really up from just a few hundred to 900 and some. It was amazing. It was like boom, 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 boom. The response he got from all his connections of all the people that he knew that he was connected to through the 501st Rebel Legions, anything to do with the Star Wars universe out there, because he was a big trooper. He went to the conventions. He went and did different shows for children's hospital, all kinds of events. He was a he was a 501st Trooper member, and he built Mandalorian armor and stuff way before the Mandalorian show was ever, put into pre-production. And when I found that out this morning, it just, that broke my heart because I'd mentioned him in a couple of my videos. So the first video I was able to spot right away. I sent that over to his wife so that she could watch it because she asked me, and I will find the other ones too, Mrs. Knowles. I will find them, and I will ship them over there to you via messenger. But I just wanted to make this video in memory of Mel Knowles, and I've been wanting to do this and haven't got around. I'm not going to be able to do it today, but I want to show you. I am going to be building. This is going to be special too. It's going to be from my miniseries and film, but it's going to be a special shield. It's going to be a shield for the temporal knights. Boom, boom, boom. It's, could have a thing here. I'm going to go through the whole thing. It's going to be one of the first things that I'm going to be going through all the way from the beginning to the end, that you're actually going to see totally from start to finish. Because as many of you know that watch my videos, there's more pieces. You'll see them when I do the build. But this is for Mel Knowles. But for for the sake of it, for those watching, some people, they like to joke with me. My wife should tease me, yeah, you're crazy. This thing, yeah, that might be a little bit crazy, but beware of us crazy people, because we are genius. And don't write me off as some crazy person that don't know what he's doing, because I don't show people all my secrets, because the stuff here that I'm building is for my miniseries and it's for my film. So it's kind of like, the majority of it, I have kept it on the down low because I'm not going to share all my stuff until I have it, on film. And then, if people want to build stuff, in honor of enjoying my works, then that's fine. And then they can, you know, do convention shows and stuff. But until then, I'm not going to show I'm not going to show every step of making this, Temporal Knight helmet from my Transmetronome Device time travel saga book series. I just, I'm not going to do it until the time is right. Anybody that knows anything about filmmaking knows that. And there was one guy that made a comment I put on there. I hope you understood what I was saying. He sent me a question mark, and when I was trying to explain to him about the miniature transmetronome device, and I said something about in answer of your question mark, and I meant in answer of your question mark because he just sent me a question mark, and then somebody said, "That crazy man just called you Mark." No, I didn't call Dave Mark. I said about the question mark. But anyhow, uh, thanks for watching the videos, guys out there. And sometimes you get thumbs up, sometimes you get thumbs down. Hey, if you don't like the stuff, that's fine too. Publicity is publicity. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it anymore. But if you do like it, please subscribe and come back and watch more. Because believe me, once I get the pilot for the miniseries done, you're going to see why I've had everything on the DL and why I don't show everything from beginning to end how to build. I've showed a little bit about tinkering around building one of my jetpacks here, but I don't give all the meat and potatoes, so to speak, because I draw this stuff up. I went to drafting. I took drafting, go tech, and I know how to do I do all my own blueprints and stuff. I draw all this stuff, out, and, like the Magna Quadrunner air card that I built the model you've seen before, and the life size that's out in the backyard. It's going to be 24 feet long by 10-foot wide. But like I was saying, for Mel Knowles, in honor of him passing, and I didn't know, I just felt so bad. I was I was really looking forward to when I started, branching out and doing farther shows instead of my local stuff that I do around here, around the tri-state area of Pennsylvania. I was really looking forward to meeting him, and I still can't believe it. And he reached out to another one of my fans that I've had for years, Thomas Peterson. Um, Tammy Peterson had messaged and let little Thomas look at stuff so much, and every time I seen a Tammy Peterson on there, I knew little Thomas was looking at my stuff and liking it. And there was a lot of them. I'm gonna have to touch base, and see how they're doing too. I used to have on my old one, on my old Facebook page before it, tanked. Whatever happened to it, I couldn't get into it no more, and I had over 2,000, friends on there, and the majority of them, they liked science fiction, time travel, fantasy stuff, and hey, if you're watching this and you were on that list, hey, shout out, give me a message or whatever. Subscribe to this page. Go to one of my other platforms. I'm on Facebook, of course. I have been there for well over well over a decade now, and of course I got a TikTok now for all the all the other everything from singing to lip syncing, playing instruments. I play the electric guitar. I play the trumpet. I play piano, keyboards. I do impersonations. I have a few things from the Transmetronome Device, on there. But everything here on YouTube is for my Transmetronome Device book series, miniseries, and film. And I know I told Mel years ago what I was planning to do, and he thought it was really cool. And I know he would be proud. I know he's looking down right now saying, wow, Vinny's finally getting it done. I've worked hard at building this stuff because I build this stuff myself. So never write me off as crazy. Believe me, I can build something truly like Brian Thompson from the Smuggler's Room. I can build something out of nothing. And he's one of the shows that inspires me. Just like I also said too about Anthony Ferrara. He's my #1 favorite builder. Anthony Ferrara, he loves building blasters. I love all the different blaster, weapons he builds. Amazing. He builds all kinds of stuff. But he's been an independent filmmaker for years, and he writes and scripts and directs all this stuff. But he's just an independent filmmaker, and he's my #1 inspiration when it comes to filmmaking and writing scripts. So Anthony Ferrara, yeah, awesome. Brian Thompson from the Smuggler's Room. Anthony Ferrara is create sci-fi. But in honor of Mel Mel Knowles. If you knew Mel Knowles, you know what I'm talking about. The few times I didn't get to talk to him on the phone, I knew he was a great person, and I looked forward to meeting him, in person at a convention. Uh, all the artwork that I do have, I'm still looking. It's packed around here somewhere. I mentioned it on a video I just sent his wife. I am looking, and as soon as I find the the box that has the artwork that I had done for him in the portfolios, there's a couple that I have done and a couple things I didn't have done, but um, I'm going to take them as is. I have them, and I'm going to mail them to you so that you have them, Mrs. Knowles. Um, I've I've rambled on long enough. Uh, just you know, if you've never seen Mel Knowles, um, in his honor, look his page up. Um, and he's got a couple. He's got the commander thing. Just go to Mel Knowles on Facebook, and you start looking, and you'll see. He sent me some autographed cards that he had too in his different Mandalorian, you know, armor builds that he was amazing. I cannot say enough how impressed I was with him. He was one of my inspirations too, and that was way before, you know, I started really going hardcore with. I mean, I was tinkering around building a few things, and building a helmet and this and that. But you know, he was one of those guys that just inspired me. All the stuff that he made, for his trooping at the conventions. He definitely was. He was a real, you know, he was a special force, and now he's as any Star Wars fan would say, he is one with the Force now, and the Force is, with him. God bless you all, and thank you so much for all my fans of my work of the Transmetronome device, and for all my other fans of my Star Wars art that I did before in the past. I will get back to that. If you didn't see the other videos I made on some of my paintings and stuff, check it out. But God bless you, uh, Mrs. Knowles, and the entire family of Mel Knowles. God bless you, and may the Force be with you always. Love you guys.